Netanyahu orders ministers to stop all cooperation with the Palestinian Authority. Arab League and Abbas hold emergency meetings on the peace talks in crisis. Peres discusses science and tech cooperation with his Chinese counterpart. And we talk with Batsheva's director as the acclaimed dance company turns 50. Shalom, welcome to the Jerusalem Post News, our top stories for Wednesday, April 9th. Prime Minister Netanyahu this morning instructed all government ministries to cease civilian and economic cooperation with the Palestinian Authority in response to what Israeli officials describe as the Palestinians' violations of their commitments within the framework of the peace talks. The move came after Netanyahu earlier this week warned the Palestinians following their unilateral action in formally applying to join international treaties outside of the negotiating process in efforts to secure legal standing as a state. The Prime Minister's orders today did not, however, include Defence Ministry cooperation with the Palestinians, nor Justice Minister Tzipi Livni's meetings with Palestinian negotiators. Labour Party and opposition leader Isaac Herzog said Netanyahu is giving fuel and matches to those who hate Israel. Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas met with the Arab League's Secretary-General Nabil El Arabi in the Egyptian presidential palace in Cairo on Tuesday, along with PLO chief negotiator Saeb Erekat and Palestinian Foreign Minister Riyad Al-Maliki. Their meeting took place ahead of another emergency meeting between Arab foreign ministers today to discuss the peace talks, which are now in crisis, in which Abbas is reportedly expected to ask for political and economic support should Israel take further punishing action against the PA. Israeli President Shimon Peres met with his Chinese counterpart Xi Jinping on Tuesday in Beijing. Peres was welcomed in a ceremony with Chinese honor guards before holding bilateral talks with both Chinese and Israeli delegations. The two leaders were expected to discuss cooperation in science and technology. Peres is scheduled to hold talks with China's Vice Premier Zhang Dejiang today. Hong Kong newspaper South China Morning Post reported Peres opened a Sina Weibo account, China's version of Twitter, just 2 days before his arrival in the country, tweeting "Shalom, my Chinese friends," to 50,000 followers. This year, the internationally acclaimed Israeli dance company Batsheva turns 50. To celebrate its jubilee over the coming months, the company is reviving award-winning works choreographed by their renowned artistic director, Ohad Naharin. He tells us why relying on mirrors in dance training is a mistake.
We don't have mirrors in our studios, and when we go to other studios and where other companies do my work, we always cover the mirrors. It's a mistake. It's a mistake that is rooted in the dance tradition that mirrors help. But it's wrong. It's not an opinion, it's a fact that mirrors are bad for dancing. You need to be able to dance sensing, being aware of the other people in your room, being aware of the space and the distance of things, and you cannot do it if you look at yourself in the mirror. Hopefully more and more dancers will realizing that this is a mistake, and they are taking the mirrors off the wall of the dance studios.
And you can watch the rest of our interview with Naharin talking about international boycott, dance philosophy and his movement language Gaga in our Batsheva feature on jpost.com. That's it, we're back tomorrow with more main headlines. Until then, shalom from the Jerusalem Post studio.